Okay, so we're at the dumbbell rack and I want to start to unpack how we're going to set up for our dumbbell horizontal and our dumbbell, or our horizontal push and our vertical push using dumbbells as the apparatus. A couple things I want to talk about the rack while I'm here is, you see we've obviously got a lot of dumbbells, goes all the way up to 100 pounds, which I think I mentioned before. Notice that the dumbbells should always be, there should be this two dumbbells of the same weight next to each other. So it starts all the way down there, 5 pounds, goes by 5 pound increments, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on, all the way down here, which is, we have 100 pound there. So 5 pound increments. And sort of rule of thumb with dumbbells, whenever you're working at the gym, always put the dumbbells back. Don't leave them on the floor, don't walk away from them. Put them on the rack, because these are notorious for becoming something very easy to trip on. And if people do this, and I need to get to this weight, this becomes very dangerous. So maybe it's not your fault, but one of the best things you can do from a pure gym etiquette standpoint is just simply squat down, good form, pick up the dumbbells, even if they're not yours, and re-rack them. Squat down, good form, chest up, place it in the rack. Now that also brings us to how do we get the dumbbells off and on. So typically you're going to grab your two dumbbells, and in the case of what we're doing here with the bench press and the incline bench press with the dumbbells, I would grab my two dumbbells. Now these are on the top rack, so I don't have to bend over all that much. So I would just square up to them, lift them off, and then go towards the bench. But I also want to show you how do we manage these. The lower dumbbells tend to be heavier, just the way the rack is designed. So you've got to think about your form. So I've got 75 pounds here and here. I'm going to break at the waist, slight bend in the knee, neutral spine. I'm going to square up to the rack. I'm going to pick up one, then pick up the other, then stand up. And now I can walk towards my bench. I will sit down on my bench, placing the dumbbells on my knees. If I'm working out by myself, I need to figure out how I'm going to get these dumbbells above me using my own power so that they're in the right position for the bench press. Now remember, we're going to be using the overhand grip, never the suicide grip, because we want to have control of these. Center our hands on the dumbbells. And I'm going to use my knees. Now watch what I do. I'm moving the dumbbells towards the edge of my knees. I'm going to kick up my right knee and then my left knee as I go backwards to help me get into position. And then I'm going to show you how to get out of position or get back up with the dumbbells. So first, here we go. Kicking up with the right and the left. And I do my press. Okay, let's say I finish my exercise. Now I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to bring my knees up, right back down, using the weight of the dumbbells to help me stand back up. Now I can stand up, and I can walk back to the rack. Put it down, with good form, and everything is good. So that's how you're going to want to move with the dumbbells, especially as they get heavier. So now let's work on how would I spot a partner in the dumbbell, horizontal press and vertical